Climate change is no longer just an environmental issue, it's a social justice issue. It is a spiritual call to action that we care for the Earth, which is our only planet, and it's the common home to all of the human family.
This Community Choice Energy Initiative, it represents something special. You know, we can't eliminate climate change, but we could certainly reduce the impact of climate change. And I think the goal needs to be a 100% sustainable future.
We feel this is where we can make a difference. And the more of us who are doing it, the more of us who achieve what we've done here with this Monterey Bay Community Power, that strengthens the entire movement.
Working together is really the way to get things done. People come together, we meet each other, we reinforce our commitment to clean energy just by talking to each other. It really is a community, it really is grassroots, and just talking one-to-one is a way to get your message across.
Calling people to show up at their city council meetings, write letters, emails to your mayor, your city council. They're there for you.
We got folks not just engaged, but really educated. They really knew what was at stake and could speak to it in a substantial way.
The public meetings that we had where crowds of people came out, I think they were absolutely necessary to get the public officials to know a lot of people were watching and interested. I think that public officials respond to that kind of pressure, that when they see enthusiasm and engagement by their community.
If you match the right folks helping you with the community engagement or taking an interest in community engagement, people do engage. And I think that shows the potential of what happened during this process, particularly the engagement with the church.
And with our Holy Father, the Pope, I think he's energized the people, or a vision of service, a vision of how can we improve people's lives. Not necessarily handouts, but opportunity.
The Catholic Church is really to be applauded because they took a big step, and with the encyclical, and then the local Bishop Garcia, big pat in the back for him because he actually didn't just say it once or twice, he's consistent about it.
Over 5,000 Catholics from our parishes have signed letters of support. They've turned out for meetings, the various city councils and county board of supervisor meetings. They hear the gospel and they want to go back and put that into effect. So when they hear the story of Laudato Si and somebody tells them, this is something you can do, they will. They get excited and they want to go out and do it. So having Green Power come out and talk to our people has really given them a way to focus their thoughts about Laudato Si, and they've taken it and just run with it. So it's been wonderful seeing that happen. And when we go to a city council meeting and have 20, 30, 50 people stand up and speak in favor of this, it speaks so powerfully of how much we believe in it and how much great work has been going on behind the scenes.
The possibility through working with the Romero Institute has been wonderful because they have reached out to people of all different cultures and experiences, and all of them have been included in this process.
I could see it on the faces of city council members and supervisors of boards of supervisors. They looked up and said, boy, this is not just a top-down, program that's being presented. The people on the ground that are living in our communities, they want it.
The hearings I was at, the hearing rooms were full of people who did a very effective testimony, and I was only at 3, maybe 4 of those hearings, and there were like 25 of them all over the area happening, some of them simultaneously over a fairly short period of time. So this is just a massive effort of mobilizing people.
Monterey Bay Community Power effort was really such a textbook example of what it takes to get something done in a community. Very often it is the community and community members who have a vision for what's possible, and then those people and their friends and their new friends need to spread out and talk to elected officials, educate elected officials, talk to other people in the community, and really generate the sense of the solution.
Climate action is the overwhelming global issue of this and probably the next couple of decades.
So I happen to be the father of 2 young men. And when you think about sort of what kind of world you're going to leave to your children and their children and their children, I mean, I think at some point that needs to factor in things that you do.
It's just kind of like our mission in life, right? So we're always talking about it. So it's not an 8 to 5 kind of deal. This is life. You're trying to save the planet here. So it's a serious adventure for sure.
So when people have hope, they will make more changes. And so I think that's the way we're going to be able to fight climate change, is when people at the local level really take bold action. And it's kind of contagious, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and I think empowered people will make it happen.
What we're doing here in Monterey County is generating hope, because it's up now to the grassroots. It's up to the people to solve this problem. And collectively now, the human family, the people wherever we are, in whatever community, in whatever county, need to work together to solve this problem. And in order to solve it, we have to lower emissions.
The Community Power Project has a legacy that is just beginning. But what we have been able to do will not just affect our world today, it will affect our world for generations. And that's why I feel so very proud to have been able to be a part of this.
And I've been working on this Community Choice Energy Project for 4 years, and it's been a long road. But you know, we couldn't have done it without all of the help from so many organizations, the Romero Institute and many, many others, who have really made this the first Tri-County Community Choice Energy Project in the state of California, possibly the nation. We're going to have cleaner energy at the same cost with local governance because of you. And I want to thank you for your participation.